Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my TikTok or YouTube, depends where you're watching from. And today I'm going to be telling you about my um, school and my relationship with my friends. And I'm going to be telling you how to make sure you have good friends and not bad friends. And if you're a teenager watching this, I want to let you know that you're not alone, okay, and that there are a lot of people who struggle with friendships and stuff, especially me. So, without further ado, let's get going. Me as a person, I went through many friendships, and I found out that actually most of them were really toxic, and all they did were drain me. And I'm gonna be telling you the signs which indicate that those friendships are toxic and not real. So before we start, okay, I'm gonna be telling you about a similar story, okay, um, about my past friendships from many years ago and the present, okay? So I want to tell you something that happened with me before. So, me, I've been always told, I was always been told to be too nice, too kind, to whatever. No, you shouldn't be that, okay? Okay, it's important to be nice, I agree, but you shouldn't let that reach a really high level. Otherwise, people will take advantage of you and they will start to use you eventually. Just like what happened to me when I was in grade 6. I'm not in middle school anymore, but that's what happened to me. So I had this one friend, okay, which I would which when we first met, that was in the beginning of grade 6, and then um, we talked and all. We were our desks like were near each other. I'm not gonna tell her name, but I'm gonna call her friend B, for example. So basically, she once asked me if I can give her something, Robux or whatever. I gave her, okay, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much, whatever." And then over time, I started giving her more and more, and her kindness started to fade away. And it reached till a point where she would ask for like the hundredth time, hyperbole. She would ask for like the hundredth time and stuff without even saying please, or she would just ask without even saying hi or anything. And once I gave her what she wants, she doesn't even say thanks. She would just leave and stuff. And also, when we used to hang out, um, I would always buy her things. She wouldn't even pay for her own things, and she would always be like, thanks. But over time, she wouldn't even appreciate it anymore, and she acts as if it's just my job. Of course, it was my fault for being too nice. And also, we hung out again, and we were with another girl, and they both started to walk in front of me and acting. They started acting as if I wasn't even there. And then I learned that when you're too nice, people will just take advantage of you. So what you should do is be nice, but don't like reach it to the extreme. Otherwise, you're cooked. I also had this one friend that I met last year, and I would sit with her. Like I was sitting with my group, and then I saw her sitting alone. I felt bad, so I went to her and I introduced myself, and she introduced herself too, and we became friends. We would sit with each other. In the beginning, she was really nice, but over time, she would start to control me and criticize me and call me names. And then I left her, and once she yelled at me in front of the whole entire corridor and the hallway, like, girl, you shouldn't settle. That was the time where I left her, and she got so mad, and she started sending me like letters and stuff. And I blocked her on WhatsApp because that's what people like her deserve. And the second thing I want to say is that if you sit alone like me, okay, because you have no friends, because all of them ditched you, okay, don't feel bad about it. Be happy that you left, because now you don't have to deal with their faces every single day, and you can just be in peace. And of course, one day you might meet someone who will be your friend, and you will have fun in life. And just be patient, okay? And you got this, okay? Do you even know how many people suffer from this? It's literally disgusting. I know that being nice is good and all, but nowadays no one appreciates nice people. Like, of course you should be nice, but you shouldn't be too nice because that's bad. Okay? And you shouldn't be rude at the same time. Okay? So, yeah, if you want to be treated badly, then be too nice and see what I'm talking about. But if you want to be treated nicely, know your boundaries, set boundaries, and make them respect you. If they disrespect you, leave them. Make them know that they shouldn't mess with you. Okay, I know this may seem hard, but this requires training. Over time, you'll get used to it if you start. But don't worry, because you got this. What's there to lose? You will see good people, you will have good friends, and all. This is all just temporary. Okay, you shouldn't, and don't cry because they ditched you or ignored you. Cry because you gave them a chance. Okay, don't ever give them a chance again. Okay, let them go hit their head in the wall. You just shine. You should know your worth and leave, okay? Like, it's literally 2025. They're just people who will probably die in like the next estimated 100 years, okay? Like, they're just people like you, okay? We're all equal right here. We should not judge anyone. We're all equal, whatever. So you shouldn't cry if someone ditched you or whatever, no matter who it is. Just know your worth and be nice to yourself. And I want you to put the amount of love you give to others, okay, but not yourself, to yourself, because then you will know how worthy you are. And you're literally hot, beautiful, and worth everything good in life. Stop crying, okay?